Way, my friend. Morning, everybody. It is a gorgeous day here in Chicago. A little bit of clouds, but the weather is nice and everybody's happy. Smiling faces abound. Let's talk about optionpit.com/weeklies. This is the best way to learn about weekly options. You can also see the replay of my most recent video. Again, we got some really good reviews on that. Very pleased. So let's talk about the overall market. And, things were looking a lot uglier this morning, and they've cleaned themselves up a little bit. We're still down, but we were down quite a bit more earlier in the day, and we're no longer there, all right? One interesting, Netflix, back-to-back, just absolutely destroyed the straddle. The underlying is up. The straddle went up $45, and it's moved $65. That is a huge win in that straddle. And Netflix is doing everything right. They're firing on all cylinders, so that's an interesting one to play. That's not one I want to fade for now. Maybe intraday you fade it, but that's it. As you can see, we're right back up against that 2100 level we've been bouncing around. All right. Question is, do we bounce up or do we move off again? My guess is we maybe bounce up at this point. I think things have progressed enough. VIX is up a little bit, but not a lot. And you can see the futures are also up a touch, but again, not very much. We got Philly Fed coming up today that I think people are going to be watching. Goldman, knock your socks off earnings, and of course it's down. That's how well built it was into its own earnings. Another big name had earnings today, Citigroup, who is up on that news. They let the 53.5 calls go out at 50 cents yesterday. Pretty crazy. That is the way that happened. So just so many different things you could do with that trade now if you had bought it for the 50 cents. It's up now. It's up like this. Other areas where I'm seeing some trading. Bonds continue to kind of creep a little higher. The dollar has found a floor and is starting to creep higher again. We'll see how much it can creep, but it is creeping a little higher. And, that's really kind of the overall market. It doesn't look like the most exciting day in the world, but, I think this 2100 level in the S&P, along with the fact that we touched an all-time high in the Russell yesterday, I think that should give people something to watch and point out where there's some interesting trading. I'd be fading this volatility. I don't think the VIX is going to be over 13 tomorrow. That's me. And I think the futures might threaten 15. Probably overdone. I'm not saying that the vol should be that low, but I think it's going to get that low briefly. Aside from that, as I look around at the overall market, interest rates creeping higher, FXE creeping higher. The real short play is in oil, where we've seen OIV is now 45 from 65, and USO is something that had a really nice run over 5 days and maybe is in a position to stop moving around. That's kind of the way I see everything lining up. All right, folks, on that note, if you've got questions, you can call me 888-TRADE-01. You can email me, mark@optionpit.com. And again, check out optionpit.com/weeklies, and you can sign up for the weekly course and see my awesome weeklies class. All right, folks, on that note, I hope everyone has a great morning. I will see you soon.